I picked up one of these styrofoam wreath frames from Walmart and a few of these cones from the dollar store. I've gone ahead and painted this. So I'm going to keep 2 of these white, and then I've gone ahead and painted 3 of them red. So to secure our styrofoam cones, I'm going to use a box of toothpicks. We're going to work this into the other cone. And we're going to do this once more. You could stop at 3. However, I think for the best effect, we're actually going to work in all 5. Now I just have a 1/2-inch dowel, and I'll just poke it right into the styrofoam like so. Now I'm going to take a few more of those toothpicks and work them right into the styrofoam wreath. We're going to do 3 or 4 to really secure all 5 of those styrofoam cones. And right here, what we've done is created a little beach ball. And then let's stick it right next to our umbrella. We have some of these miniature starfish. I picked up the 16-inch styrofoam wreath base from Walmart, and then I headed to Amazon and I found these little drink umbrellas. As these are attached to really sharp toothpicks, they're going to be inserted into the styrofoam really easily.
Look at these flamingos that I found at Dollar Tree.
This is an 18-inch straw wreath, and I picked up some of these artificial leis at Dollar Tree. I'm going to use these floral pins, just pin them. I thought the colors were a little flat, so I picked up some acrylic paint. Each of your flamingos comes with 2 of these wire legs, if you will. But you will be able to cut them, and you want to put a healthy helping of glue all around the bottom and push the wire all the way down into your straw wreath. And I'm just going to take these and put them around the base.
We're going to start with this flat styrofoam block. I'm just going to take a knife, a kitchen knife, and we're going to cut each corner off like that. And we're going to do that to all 4 corners. It should look something like this. Now we're going to use a sunflower bush. All we're going to be doing is cutting the tops of each and every flower. So instead of using a glue gun, all we're doing is dipping our stems into some hot glue, and we're going to place them rather close together because we don't want to see much of the styrofoam in the end. So we're going to just repeat this process over and over again. This is a really kind of thick leaf palm, so we're going to take this and we're just going to wedge this in. Now we can take a pipe cleaner and twist it secure. Just take a knife and poke a little pilot hole in. Add some hot glue to the end of your pipe cleaner, and then just poke that right in place. I grabbed one of these awareness ribbon wreath frames from the dollar store, and then we can work in some pipe cleaners. In the middle of the awareness ribbon right here, we want to be able to connect some deco mesh. So I'm going to take some of these pipe cleaners, I'm going to twist them to the frame, just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back in with more pipe cleaners, and this time around, we're going to secure around 2 wires. So I'm just placing them about 4 inches apart or so. Now it's time to work in some deco mesh, and we're going to cut our pieces of mesh approximately 15 inches. So we're going to cut 1 piece for every pipe cleaner. But now we're going to take our mesh, lie it flat on our table, and we're going to do what is known as the ruffle technique with deco mesh. We're going to just pinch and gather towards us until we create a little bow tie like this. We're going to just place a piece in each twist. So I came back in with a second layer of mesh, just doing the same exact process, working in a secondary piece on top of the first piece. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the 2 tails, and we're going to do the same thing with our pipe cleaners. Now we're going to do the curl technique at an angle and curl it up. We're going to just take our mesh so that it's not a perfect tube. So we're going to do that to 1 of each. We're going to pinch them together and come back into our wreath form. Now we'll do the same process to the other side. Each twist tie, we added 2 to either side, gets 2 pieces of the pink and 1 piece of the purple. So we're going to just take 1 starfish, work in a little bit of hot glue, and place it up top.
Platter from Dollar Tree. So I'm first gonna start by putting the E6000. We're gonna take the beads and we're just gonna place them all the way around. And we are gonna paint this whole surface. We are gonna be taking a printable. I have tacky glue, but you can also use Mod Podge. All right, so I added a little bit of water to my glue. We're gonna paint over it with our glue. We're gonna take an 18-inch wreath frame, some nautical rope, and we are going to be cutting it into smaller pieces to place around our wreath. I'm going to be taking some black acrylic paint. We're gonna go across. And now that this is all dry, we are gonna be taking our hot glue gun. I'm using Gorilla Glue, and I'm gonna use my hot glue basically just to kind of cover that gap.